In this video, we're going to cover the Radial BT-Pro Bluetooth receiver. So the BT-Pro is a Bluetooth receiver that enables you to connect a phone, computer, or anything else that transmits Bluetooth wirelessly to the audio system. And we're going to cover now the ins and outs and make sure that you know how it's connected. So on the front panel, we first have this little, you can't really see it because it's not lit, but there is a little LED light here that shows that there is power going to the unit. It does need power, it does not run on batteries, so make sure you plug it in. We do provide the power supply, so not to worry there. So next, let's go to the outputs. This, pretty straight ahead. You have a left and a right output, and this feeds directly either to a mixer, or you can feed this even directly into the powered speakers, which we just talked about, and you don't even need to use a mixer. Also is a ground lift button here. When it's out, it is unengaged. When you push it in, it is now working. And basically what that does is if you have any kind of hum or noise in the system, you may be able to eliminate it by pressing that button in. Let's turn it now to the next side. There's not a lot here. There are two little switches here and here. These are isolation switches, again used for any kind of noise issues you may have. I highly recommend leaving them off as they do impact the quality of sound, but it is better to have no hum and noise and decrease the quality a little if that's absolutely necessary. Probably the most important piece on this part of the box is the name of the Bluetooth that you will see when you try to connect to your device, as well as this code here. When you go into a laptop or a phone and you hit connect, it's going to ask you for a password, and you just punch in this number. This number does vary depending on which box you have, so that way multiple boxes could be used. On this side of the DI box, we have a couple different things. The first is the level control. The level control will control how much volume is going to be coming into the DI box and fed back out. So a good place to start, like the QSC speakers, is about halfway. This way it won't be too loud, but you'll get some volume, you can hear what's going on, and then from there you can turn it up or you can turn it down. It is also important to note that this headphone jack, which enables you to monitor if sound is coming into the DI box at all, is also controlled by this. So if this is turned up high to get a nice level for your system, be careful as you plug in headphones. Make sure they're not over your ears when you plug them in, and that way you don't accidentally damage your hearing. Also, we have a mono button. What this does is merge the stereo channels, so left and right channels, into a single mono channel. So by pressing it in, that's going to engage the mono setting and merging it. Unengaging it will put it back in stereo. If you're in mono, you want to come out the left output. This will feed both channels of audio into like a single speaker as a typical example, and happens on a fairly regular basis. If you are running in stereo, make sure to leave the mono button undepressed and use both left and right outs for each speaker. All right, coming back, we also have the power connection. So the power connection uses a standard mini USB connection, and with the right cable can be powered with any phone charger that accepts a standard USB connection. We do supply the cable and the charger, but should, for example, you lose the actual power piece, you can still use the cable and plug that into any other charger that uses a standard USB connection. So powering the USB box is quite simple. Just take the cable, plug it into the port. You'll see it light up. And you're gonna notice, once it boots, it'll start flashing, and this means it's searching, it's not connected to anything. So you should be able to go to your phone at that point, go into settings, go to Bluetooth, you'll be able to find the Radial Engineering, click it, put in the passcode, and you're good to go. And that's all there is to connecting the Bluetooth box to your system and having wireless connectivity. If you have any questions or run into any issues, please leave a comment below. We'd be happy to help you out. And of course, if you like this video, click like below. And if you want to see new content coming from us, which is coming all the time, simply subscribe to stay up to date.